What is up, everybody? You already know who it is. It's your boy, THE-MADVILLAIN, and today I wasn't expecting this. I wasn't keeping tabs on Street Fighter 6, but we actually got a new trailer for Street Fighter 6, including Zangief, Lilly, and Cammy. Honestly, I didn't really like Zangief and Cammy in Street Fighter 5. It wasn't so much the characters that I didn't like, it was just how people played them and how Street Fighter 5 basically made those two characters so brain dead. I'm not gonna lie, like those characters I kind of used to like in the past games, especially like when Street Fighter 4 and shit like that, because they actually took skill to use. But Street Fighter 5 made me hate a lot of characters that I used to like. I'm not gonna lie about that, but that's besides the point. We're not gonna talk about Street Fighter 5 all day. We're moving on, thank God. But I am thoroughly impressed on how they're doing Street Fighter 6. Street Fighter 6 to me is basically Capcom's wake-up call. Capcom is basically saying that we cannot fuck up this time. We can't. It says we cannot mess up. We can't. Because if we do, Street Fighter will be dead. And that's what they learned from Street Fighter 5. Sure, Street Fighter 5 made sold copies, sure, but people were getting frustrated, they're getting tired of the game, and the numbers were dying in almost the end of it. When it came like the tourneys and shit like that, people just got so bored of it because pretty much everybody played the exact same. Everybody knew what was coming already, like feed trick are gonna happen, and then that's it. He's gonna pop his feed trigger, shit like that. But the thing I love about Street Fighter 6 right now is that you have to authentically get your win. You actually have to think, you actually have to play the game authentically. You can't rely on a comeback mechanic, which is what I love. And plus, like, these characters are reflecting what I'm saying. You actually have to use skill again. Hell, even with actually scratch it, almost all of these characters in the game so far makes me want to play them. I'm just being for real because of how fluid the game is still looking. It's like it's making improvements on the speed and stuff like that. It's not looking as slow as it first did. It's actually making real improvements. Capcom is listening, which is a good thing. Thank God that's finally happening, man. And when this game comes out, I'm gonna be making tons of content on it. I might try almost every character. Hell, I may try Cammy. Who knows? I may try Cammy. There's just so many characters in this game that makes me just want to try them. It's like Street Fighter 4 all over again. Sure, we might not have those one frame links and stuff like that, which I will hope for, like, as an option, maybe like a hardcore option, like I said in the past few videos. We'll be making a reaction to Street Fighter 6, but well, I am thoroughly impressed though. I can't lie, I am thoroughly impressed. But here's one thing I really do hope Street Fighter 6 does and learn from Street Fighter 5. Stop listening to these casuals so much. Stop listening to them. I'm tired of hearing like this tired ass argument going like, oh, but think of the casuals. Okay, think of the same people that are going to leave in like 2 weeks. I bet money when this game comes out in the first 2 weeks or the first month, there's going to be people on Reddit going like, oh my god, Street Fighter 6 is too hard, dumb it down, give me V triggers again, and make the drive impact like 10 frames instead of like 24 frames or some shit like that. I'm so sick of that, man. And in the future, I'm gonna make another video about talking about being burnt out on comeback mechanics. I mean, sure, you gotta think about a casual player to an extent, but like those people are gonna be the first ones to leave. I'm just telling you like it is. It's the same people that be complaining about like, oh, the fighting games are too hard, are the same people that leave regardless whether the game is easy or hard. So why specifically cater to them when you know in the long run they're not going to stay. They might help with sales initially, sure, but the game will fail. I mean, Street Fighter V was almost the pinnacle example of that. If, in all honesty, I'm just saying like it is, if Street Fighter 4 had a rollback netcode, and I know I'm kind of going on a tangent, but this needs to be said, but if Street Fighter 4 had a rollback netcode, let's say back in season 2 or 3 of Street Fighter 5, Capcom would have lost millions because everybody would have been playing Street Fighter 4 still. I'm just saying it like it is. The reason why that would be is because nobody would have to be forced to support Street Fighter 5 because they have other options. It's the same thing for like Street Fighter 3 New Generation and stuff like that. That game was basically boycotted because there were other games out and that game was terrible. The balancing was a nightmare. Not until Third Strike it was basically praised for what it was. It was one of the greatest fighting games of all time. So that's my thoughts on that. But overall, Street Fighter 6, in my opinion, might just be probably one of the first hardcore fighting games. Well, pretty damn close. It's not exactly Street Fighter 4 days, like I said before. Not exactly, but it's actually making you think, and it's punishing scrubs that don't know what they're doing. That you really can't even button mash in this game. You got to know your frames. You gotta know. You have to be knowledgeable. I ain't saying you got to be like some mathematician or anything, but you have to think, which is what I like about this game. So that's my thoughts on that. I can't wait for this game to come out so I can actually experiment in lab. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. I'll catch y'all guys next time. Take care.